श्री गोरखनाथ कॉलेज ऑफ नर्सिंग की प्राचार्य महोदया डॉक्टर डी.एस. अजीथा जी, महायोगी गोरखनाथ यूनिवर्सिटी के माननीय कुल सचिव डॉक्टर प्रदीप कुमार राव जी, गुरु श्री गोरखनाथ इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंस आयुर्वेद कॉलेज के प्रोफेसर गणेश पाटिल जी एवं यहाँ उपस्थित सभी गुरुजन व सभी विद्यार्थियों का हार्दिक स्वागत व अभिनंदन करती हूँ। मैं अपने गणमान्य अतिथियों से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे अपने कर कमलों द्वारा पुष्पांजलि अर्पित कर आज के समारोह का शुभारंभ करें। जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं, आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के अंतर्गत अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस पर आयोजित साप्ताहिक योग शिविर का आज छठा दिन है और हम प्रतिदिन की तरह योगाभ्यास प्राणायाम योगेश्वर शिव मंदिर वाटिका में संपन्न करने के बाद हम सब आयुर्वेद कॉलेज के सभागार में एकत्रित हुए हैं। कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अब मैं गुरु श्री गोरखनाथ कॉलेज ऑफ नर्सिंग की प्राचार्य महोदया डॉक्टर डी.एस. अजीथा जी को रोगियों के उपचार में योग प्राणायाम का महत्व पर व्याख्यान हेतु आमंत्रित करती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Good morning to all. So we are celebrating our International Yoga Week, not day, Yoga Week. Since 1 week we are celebrating and today is the 6th day and I hope morning you people did yoga and you are feeling fresh now and I think I can talk regarding something regarding yoga and health benefits because you people belong to the health profession and nurses and going to treat patients, and when you people are treating patients we need to give a holistic care in the sense what? Spiritual, physical, mental and spiritual care we need to give to the patient, and that's why yoga is important and you people need to learn yoga before going to work in the hospitals. You people need to know yoga and need to teach them, and so that's why we are learning. So what is yoga? So yoga is the ancient Indian system. It is basically a system of self-treatment. Self-treatment means what? So while doing pranayama and while doing yoga, we are getting self-control. Yes, we are controlling our breath. We are controlling everything. So someone is not necessary to tell you people that you do this, do that, like that. You have to do it, and this is self-discipline, and if you want to improve your stamina, you have to do it. So that is mainly yoga system. So we need to control our self-discipline, and it will be cured connecting mistakes by same individual itself. So while doing yoga and still 6 days we peoples are learning yoga, and you peoples know what is the good behaviors and how to behave and how to talk and how to control your breath and everything. So as per this you can identify whatever mistakes till now you did and you need to correct yourself. Okay, so that is mainly yoga. So number of health benefits are there with yoga. So each poses, and yoga is having maximum poses, so many numbers of poses, and each pose is having different health benefits. So mainly the yoga compromises, that means yoga, therapeutic yoga, they used to tell therapeutic yoga, it compromises. First is yoga, proper yoga practices and proper diet and proper knowledge. Knowledge in the sense we need to learn. Okay, so need to learn about poses and need to learn about each poses, so how it will improve your immunity or whatever health benefits that you need to learn. The next is so many health, you people are going to clinicals and you people are seeing so many people with different conditions, and while doing yoga, so these conditions will get cured. Okay, so mainly cardiac problems and back pains, how back pains will get cured. When you people are doing yoga, you will learn to sit straight. Okay, so when you are sitting straight, what will happen, your head weight and all these things will not go to your, will not affect your spinal cords. So when you are sitting straight, it will go directly to down, and like that you can maintain your posture, and you can reduce your back pain. So your spine vertebral columns will not get compression. Okay, so that way it's reduce your back pain, cardiac problems, asthma. So asthma is the major, many people might have saw so many patients coming to hospital, Gorakshnath hospital with asthma. So during even winter, summer seasons also because of dust allergies. So those who are practicing yoga properly and regularly, this asthmatic attack will get relieved. How? So while doing pranayama, so pranayama means nothing but breathing exercise. So we used to tell breathing exercise. Instead of using the word breathing exercise, you can use the word pranayama. Okay. So while doing breathing exercise, what will happen? Your chest expansion. Okay, so chest cavity will get increased. So during chest, if the chest cavity is increased, means automatically negative pressure will be developed in the chest cavity. Automatically air will goes inside, fresh air will goes inside. So the expansion will happen. Then exchanging of oxygen, carbon dioxide will take place in the alveoli, and all this process will happen. So that's why we are holding. Okay, we are holding the breath. First, we are inhaling and holding the breath. While holding, these alveolus exchanges will take place, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Then exhaling. So exhaling is the important things. You have to exhale full air. Slowly, inhale or exhale, both you need to do very slowly. So while doing slowly, what will happen? Your residual air. Residual air means what? So while doing normal inhalation and exhalation, after exhaling also, some of the air will be stagnated inside the lungs. That is called a residual air. Okay, so while exhaling, when we are slowly exhaling full thing, what will happen? All this residual air also will come out, and you will get another fresh air. Okay, so that's why it will relieve asthma. Asthma is compression only. So this will, while doing this proper exercises, these muscles will get strengthened, and this will reduce the asthmatic attack. Then multiple sclerosis. What do you mean by multiple sclerosis? Mainly you might have studied autoimmune disorder. So what do you mean by autoimmune disorder? Self, our immunity. So our body will identify, usually while bacteria or viruses or foreign substances, when it is entering in our body, what will happen? Our immune system will get activated to fight against. That is called defense. Okay, defense mechanism will get activated, and that will fight against the bacteria or viruses or whatever foreign substances came again in our body. So what will happen? Sometimes our body, if you are not having a proper nutrition, or if you are having some irritations, either chemical substances or chemotherapeutic medicines or some other medicines. What will happen? This will affect your immune system, and your own immune system will identify your own normal tissues or cells will identify it as an abnormal one, and this will eradicate it, damage that, engulf that. Okay, so that is called multiple sclerosis. So while doing proper exercises, what will happen? Your blood supply will get increased all over your body and all over your cells and all over your tissues. So oxygen supply will get increased. So this multiple sclerosis effect will not get affected. Okay. Then other side effects of chemotherapeutic agents, everything will get reduced. The next is principle of yoga. So main principle is proper exercise. Proper exercise is nothing but an asana. You people are doing daily. Okay, daily you people are doing. At least you need to do 15 days to get your proper results, to start your results. So you people might have thinking that you are telling 15 days and you are giving 1 week only for us to do yoga. So if you are interested, you can continue your yoga, and our yoga master Ashwini ji is interested to teach you people, and every day you can practice yoga. And now these 7 days you people are learning. Okay, you learn and you can continue doing this in your home. Okay. The next is proper breathing. That's why pranayama. Pranayama is proper breathing that you people are doing daily. Sitting straight and you are doing each nostril simultaneously, people are doing. The next is proper relaxation. That is called savasana. Savasana means relaxation. People are doing. After pranayama, people are lying down and doing savasana. You are relaxing all your body system and doing it. And then proper diet. Diet is another thing. So here in yoga, and the system is insisting us to take a vegetarian diet. You know why? Anybody is having a doubt that why they are suggesting for a vegetarian diet? See, our body system is like that, made up of to have a vegetarian diet. So when we are taking non-vegetarian diet, we need more blood supply to the digestive area to burn out, to digest it. Okay, so that's why usually people used to tell night time you are not supposed to take a non-vegetarian, because while sleeping what will happen? Relax. Sleeping means what? Savasana only. Okay, when you are in a sleeping mode, all your body system will be relaxed. Okay, so that's why you have to, yogic peoples are concentrating and telling us, are advising us to have a vegetarian, healthy vegetarian diet. Okay, the next is positive thinking and meditation. That is Vedanta and Dhyan. Okay, so we need to learn about the proper techniques and need to have a Dhyan. Dhyan means extreme level. Extreme level in the sense yogis, they are doing it. Okay, so these are the principles of yoga. So already we know pranayama. What is pranayama? That is just breathing exercises is pranayama. So pranayama already explained you people. While doing pranayama, the oxygen intake of air will get increased, and that's why the absorption or exchange of oxygen will take place more to our body cells, and all body system will get enhanced. So mainly 3 steps are there in pranayama. That is purakha, that is inhalation, retention, and exhalation. So inhalation already explained people. When you are inhaling, all the muscles will get stiffened, and so that's why the expansion will take place, and more amount of oxygen will goes inside your chest cavity. And retention, you need to hold breath for some time, so that what will happen when you are holding breath, what will happen? Exchanging will take place, and after that exhalation, you need to exhale slowly. So these are the limbs, they used to call either limbs or dimensions or steps of yoga. So since all the classes we are hearing that yama, that is called restraint. What do you mean by restraint? Restraint is nothing but code of conduct. Did you hear code of conduct? So in nursing also we have a code of conduct. How to behave with the people, how to take care of people. We have a code of conduct. You might have studied during your first year. Okay, so here also in yoga they have a code of conduct. So in the code of conduct, 5 things you need to concentrate. First one is non-violence. So non-violence is the main thing, and you people know Gandhiji practiced what? Non-violence. Okay, so that is the main conduct in the yoga. And second thing is truthfulness. You need to be truthful to yourself as well as to the society. That means you have to tell truth. Okay, if you are doing something wrong, you need to have a guts to face that consequences. Okay, so maximum try not to do wrong things and try to tell the truth. Okay, for that you need to be there. The next one is non-stealing. You are not supposed to steal anybody's properties. And then next is not. So you should not be jealous with others. Okay, so you should not be jealous. And if people are having something good, you need to try to achieve. For example, if somebody is getting a good mark, you should not feel jealous. You need to have a competition. That should be in a positive way. You need to study more than them. So some people, what they used to do, so if one person is getting more marks, they will hide their books. Okay, I saw people, some students I know. So that is the bad thing. So when you're practicing yoga and all these things you need to follow before starting practicing a regular yoga, these things you need to keep in mind, and this conduct you need to follow. The next is brahmacharya. Okay, that is called what is that? Celibacy. Okay, so that you can follow, and if you want to become an yogi, you can follow it. The next one is niyama. These are the five conducts you people need to remember. At least you try to follow 4. Okay, so maximum of that conduct you need to follow. Okay, next one is niyama, that is observances. What it means? Outward looking. You should outward looking towards the society. So first one, your conduct you maintain. Okay, next step is you need to think of, now you maintain your discipline. Now you can think about the society. Okay, society peoples, you need to keep in mind about society peoples. And here also you have to be purification. You have to be purified. You have to be pure. Okay, so your talk with others and your behaviors with others and your contact with others, everything need to be pure. Okay, and you should not keep on thinking in heart, and you should not act. Okay, so that need to be there. The next is state of happiness. Okay, so you need to have a happiness yourself, and you should impart to others also. And next is self-discipline. Okay, you need to have a self-discipline and self-study. Okay, and these things you have to, and if you are having these things, you can directly communicate with God. Okay, so these things will come under niyama. Then asana. Asana, people know already you are doing, that is yogic pose. Different various poses are there, and you can follow that. And then next is pranayama. Pranayama is breath control, and you people know you are doing it. Pratyahara, withdrawal of senses. Withdrawal of senses means what? So when you are sitting in a yoga pose or while doing pranayama, you should control your senses. You should not listen. Okay, whatever things are disturbing you people, you should not concentrate. That is called withdrawal of sense. Okay, the next is concentration. So while doing yoga, Ashwini used to tell you people, concentrate your leg, concentrate your these things, like, so that concentration, each things, whatever you feel good, that need to be concentrated. Okay, the next is meditation. Meditation is the good things. While doing proper meditation and repeated and regular meditation, what will happen? Your brain capacity will get increased. Already people knows in the nervous system what will happen whenever people are, while using your brain more, the brain wherever the memory centers and when memory points will get increased, thickening of the centers will occur. So that will increase what? Increase your memory capacity. Okay. So that is called meditation. And samadhi. Samadhi is the higher concentration in the samadhi means what? Samadhi level. So higher concentration is withdrawal your sense, and wherever you need to concentrate, only that you are supposed to concentrate, and totally your body will be relaxed. So if people knows samadhi during death, what will happen? Death and dying, you have on subject one unit also, no? Death and dying, what will happen during death? All the muscles will get relaxed. So after meditation also, all your muscles will get relaxed. Okay, so these are the dimensions or steps or the limbs of yoga as per Patanjali ji. So next is benefits, health benefits of yoga. So first it improves the postures. So people while sitting and doing, what will happen? That will reduce the pressure overhead and pressure over other things, and straight line will follow across. See the straight line. So what will happen? So that will distribute up to down. So it will not affect your vertebrae. Usually when you people are going to hospital with neck pain, what they used to diagnose? They used to diagnose what? Cervical spondylosis. Did you hear? Cervical spondylosis. Cervical spondylosis is what? Nothing but nothing but because of using more pillows and because of improper postures, your weight will go to your head and your vertebral bones will get damaged. Okay, so that is called cervical spondylosis. So we can avoid, when we are maintaining a proper postures, we can avoid all these things. The next is so it will increase your flexibility. Postures will increase your flexibility. So flexibility, why flexibility is necessary in our body? Why it's necessary? So when you are flexing, some of your muscles will get contracted and some of the muscles will get relaxed. Okay, so when it is getting contraction, what will happen? Whatever blood vessels are in that area will get contracted and that will push the blood. And whatever veins are there in that particular area in the contracted muscles, that will take out the deoxygenated, that will push the deoxygenated blood towards the wherever it's need to go, inferior vena cava or whatever. Okay, so that's why flexion and relaxation is necessary. Muscle strength, some of the poses, these are all some of the poses will increase your muscle strength and tone of your muscles. Boost metabolism. How it boosts metabolism? So mainly stress, we will see when we are thinking about stress. So it will release stress releasing hormones and endocrinal glands. So while doing massages, while doing postures, what will happen? That will give pressure towards your glands. So that will increase the production of hormones. Okay, so like that we will get. Another thing is that will get massaged and increased blood flow also will occur. So automatically when you are giving more blood flow, oxygen supply will get increased, as well as what will happen? Oxygen supply will get increased and the gland started functioning properly. Okay, the gland started functioning properly and you will get adequate amount of either hormones or enzymes, whatever need to secrete. Okay. The next is reduces stress. So I think everyone knows the stress responses. When we are feeling stress, what will happen in our body? What will happen? So did you hear about ANS, autonomic nervous system? Autonomic nervous system. So autonomic nervous system, two things are there, sympathetic and parasympathetic activities. So sympathetic activities, when you people are feeling stressed, the sympathetic activity will get activated. Okay, so what will happen when the sympathetic activity, when sympathetic nerves are getting activated, what will happen? This will initiate HPA. HPA means what? Hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. So this will stimulate the HPA activity. So because of that, what will happen? That will release the corticotropic hormones. Because of the HPA activities will release the corticotropic hormones, that is CRF, corticotropic releasing factor from hypothalamus. So that will lead what? Stimulation of anterior pituitary. Okay, that will stimulate your anterior pituitary, and because of that, what will happen? That will release the hormone called ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormones. Okay, so because of this axis HPA, what will happen? That will stimulate the corticotropic releasing hormone CRF by what? Hypothalamus. So this will stimulates the pituitary gland, mainly the anterior pituitary, and this will release the ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormones. So because of that, what will happen? That will stimulate the production of cortisol. Okay, so what's the function of cortisol and where it is produced? Adrenal cortex. Cortisol will be produced in the adrenal cortex, and what's the function of this cortisol? Finish. Okay, mainly fight and flight responses. Fight and flight responses. Okay, so this will activate. How it will activate? So when all this stimulated, cortisol is there. Cortisol got increased, so it will stimulate vasoconstriction. Vasoconstriction, mainly the peripheral regions. Peripheral region vasoconstriction will occur. So because of vasoconstriction, what will happen? The blood supply to the particular area will get, not a particular area, all over the body. Okay, so here because of cortisol, everywhere, all the bodies, mainly the capillaries, minimal blood vessels will get constructed, and it will reduce the blood supply to the main organs. So what will happen? Automatically the function will get altered. So if you are having a proper meditation and exercises, this stressor will get relaxed. This stress will not occur. So your parasympathetic nerve system will get activated. Okay, so usually we are having parasympathetic system whenever we are feeling stress, and whenever it's all this vasoconstriction occurs, and whenever the blood supply is reducing to the liver, kidney, and the main organs, parasympathetic will get activated. But your stress level is more, it will not work out. Okay, so that's why if you are practicing meditation or if you are practicing yoga, the stress level will get reduced and your parasympathetic nerve system will get activated. So what will happen? Relaxation will occur and all feedback process will take place. Okay, counter mechanism or feedback process or defense mechanism will take place, and your body system will not get affected, and that will start functioning properly, and metabolism will start functioning properly. The next is, so this will lower the blood sugar. How it will reduce the blood sugar? Stress, because of stress only, because of stress hormone cortisol only will reduce the blood supply to the liver and pancreas, and the production will be less. Okay, because of all these things, gluconeogenesis will occur. Did you hear about gluconeogenesis? So main function, the cortisol, one function is gluconeogenesis. Whatever fat, when it is getting increased, whatever fat substances, carbohydrates and proteins are in our body, that will be converted as glucose. Okay, so automatically glucose level will get increased. So if you are practicing yoga, this process will not take place. This will be relaxed and cortisol level will get reduced. Okay, so what will happen? Your blood sugar will not get increased. It will be maintained. Then increases blood flow. So already we know it will increase the blood flow to all the major parts of our body and all major parts of our body. And during exercises, when we are, during posture structures and all, what will happen? It will increase the venous return also. Not only supplying blood, and it will increase the venous return also. So what will happen? Automatically, if venous return is more, automatically fresh air will go and occupy the particular area. So it will improve your immunity also. So it will reduce the stress hormones, strengthen the respiratory system, and increase your blood supply to the all over body. And automatically blood supply is increased means all your phagocytic process will get enhanced. And already we know it improves the lung capacity and lung function and your self-esteem. If you are good, if you are feeling fresh, your self-esteem will be more. Okay. If you are not stressed out, automatically your self-esteem will get increased. And induce sleep. How it will induce sleep? While doing yoga, how it will induce your sleep? And sleep, very good. Sleep-wake cycle, people knows. Okay. So it will increase the neurotransmitters. Okay. Neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, melatonin, gamma. Okay, GABA. Okay, so these levels will get increased. So mainly the melatonin. Melatonin is responsible for what? Sleep-wake cycle. Okay, so when you people are in dark region, automatically this will be identified by your retina. This dark region will be identified retina, and information will go to your brain, and in the brain, melatonin production will be occur. So melatonin will identify darkness and you will go for a sleep. So again, melatonin level is getting reduced, you will get up. During night time, you people will nearly nearly maximum of 4 hours, it will be there. So afterwards, melatonin level will get reduced and you will get up. That's why at night you people used to get up. Okay, so this will control the melatonin level and GABA. So yoga and inflammation. So yoga reduces the inflammation. How it will reduce the inflammation? So did you heard about C-reactive protein? C-reactive protein and cytokinase. C-reactive protein. So C-reactive protein is a substance which is produced by the liver when you people are exposing to any infection, either bacterial or viral infection. Okay, when you people are getting infection, so liver cells will release the substances called C-reactive protein. Okay, so when you people are doing regular yoga, already we know that blood supply to the liver will get increased. So automatically this will fight against your, this production will get increased and liver function will get improved and production will get increased, and automatically that will fight against your inflammation and inflammation will get subsided very soon. Okay. What is cytokinase? Cytokinase is also inflammatory substance which is produced by the epithelial cells. Okay. So these things will happen and that will reduce your inflammatory process. Yoga and telomerase. What is telomerase? Did you hear? Chromosomes, studied chromosome. Okay, so when chromosomes are getting duplication, okay, so in end point a small protein substance is there, that is called telomerase. So that will release the substances telomerase enzyme. Okay, so how it will include in this? So if your telomerase is in good condition, your aging process will get slow. Okay, so you will not, if you are doing regular exercises during your 50 years also, you will feel like 30. Okay, so you have to do a regular yoga. You can maintain your beauty. So all these are antioxidants, like antioxidants function only. Okay, so regular yoga will lengthen your telomerase. So that is a small portion which are present in the down to the chromosome. So when it is getting duplication, this will shorten. Okay, when the chromosome is getting duplication, that means multiplying, so this will get shortened. Okay, so sometimes what will happen if you are if you are in stress, okay, if you are having long-term stress, what will happen? This shortened chromosome, shortened telomerase will not elongated. So that will be shortened and that will enhance cell death. Okay, so if you are doing a regular meditation or yoga or exercises, what will happen? These telomerase substances will longgen. So after converting also, this will elongate it. So that will maintain your proper antioxidant level in your body, and that will reduce aging. Yoga and memory power. So I think you people heard about hippocampus, hippocampus, nervous system, and the brain. Okay, so hippocampus is the structure which are present in the brain, is responsible for memory and emotional regulations. So when you are doing regular exercises, the regular yoga, what will happen? This will get thickened. Okay, increase in size. So what will happen? Automatically your memory power will get, your GB will get increased. Okay, pen drive you are using GB, no? So your memory power, your GB will get increased. So you can save more. Okay, the next is calmness. So prolactin and oxytocin. What's the function of prolactin and oxytocin? Prolactin is, so that we know, prolactin and oxytocin is the responsible for the secretion of milk after birth, baby's birth. So apart from that, so that is mainly that why it's necessary not only to regulate or secrete milk. Apart from that, so if people knows about the childbirth, that is called a rebirth for the mother. Yes or no? That is rebirth. That much pain people used to, mother used to tolerate. Mother used to feel and face. So how she is tolerating? Because of this hormones. Okay, prolactin and oxytocin will get increased. This will help her to tolerate all this pain, whatever she is going through during the process of childbirth. Okay, and apart from that, production of milk is there. Okay, so like that for normal peoples also, prolactin, when you are doing proper exercises, little bit of prolactin and oxytocin will develop, and that will feel you happy, that will help you to feel happy. Okay, so I think you people understood about health benefits of yoga, and this is the study done by me during my PhD, and I studied to assess the effectiveness of yoga on selected physiological variables among patients with bronchial asthma in selected hospitals. I did my research during my PhD with yoga only. So during the process, I understood and I felt and I saw people getting relaxed because of this yoga exercises. Mainly I taught pranayama only. Mainly I concentrated pranayama, and after doing this, nearly 3 months continuous training I gave and observed people. And first day, compared with the first day to last day, their pulmonary function got improved. Okay, so I suggested in my presentation that it was concluded that yoga was effective on physiological variables. So all the hospitals, instead of having only diagnostic centers and occupational centers, all the hospitals need to have a yoga centers. Okay, need to have a yoga centers, yoga master, and need to promote yoga, and need to have a proper yogic exercises. Okay, so this is my conclusion, and hope you people understood. And you can, if you have any doubt, you can ask. So yoga is a prevention. Prevention is better than cure. So we need to prevent getting diseases by practicing proper yoga, at least a minimal type of yoga, at least half an hour per day. You can practice yoga and you be healthy and improve your memory level. Any, any doubt? So that day, 2 days before during session, one student, I'm not remembering the name of the girl, she asked, why can't you close the gym and start yoga practices? For that, I want to give answer now. So we can start yoga centers, and here we started online registration. How many of you voluntarily registered? To raise your hand. Volunteers. I am not asking about compulsion. I made it, there is no registration, only very less registration was there. Good, put your hands. When only very less registration was there, that's why I made it compulsory for peoples. And your teachers sat along with you, peoples made you to register. Yes or no? If you peoples are interested, you have to be volunteer. You peoples knowing the benefits, and you know the benefits. And after knowing also, if you peoples are hesitating, think about the other peoples, those who are not knowing about it. Okay, so you peoples, whatever you want to do for others, first you practice, you learn, you be self-disciplined, you practice, and then you teach. Okay, so this is the answer. Any doubts? Anything else you wanted to ask regarding this? No. So that's the same thing. If you understood everything, you will not have doubts. If you are not understanding anything, you may not have doubts. So which first one or second one? Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
जैसा कि हमारी प्राचार्य महोदया ने रोगियों के उपचार में योग प्राणायाम का महत्व बताते हुए कहा कि योग के 6 सिद्धांत होते हैं: आसन, प्राणायाम, शवासन, आहार, वेदांत और ध्यान। प्राणायाम अर्थात श्वसन क्रिया, वो उसकी 3 अवस्थाएं हैं: पूरक, कुंभक, रेचक। कुंभक के 2 प्रकार हैं: अंतर कुंभक व बहिर्कुंभक। योग के अनेकों शारीरिक फायदे हैं, जैसे रीढ़ की हड्डियों का सीधा होना, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बढ़ना, मांसपेशियों का मजबूत होना व रक्त संचार का बढ़ना इत्यादि। मैं अपने सुशब्दों से आभार व्यक्त करते हुए इस समारोह के अंत में उपस्थित मुख्य अतिथि गुरु श्री गोरखनाथ कॉलेज ऑफ नर्सिंग की प्राचार्य महोदया डॉक्टर डी.एस. अजीथा जी, गुरु श्री गोरखनाथ इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंस आयुर्वेद कॉलेज के प्राचार्य महोदय डॉक्टर पी. सुरेश जी, गुरु श्री गोरखनाथ इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंस आयुर्वेद कॉलेज के प्रोफेसर श्री गणेश पाटिल जी, योग विशेषज्ञ श्री अश्विनी जी व सभी शिक्षक शिक्षिका व सभी विद्यार्थियों को धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी, जिन्होंने भी आज के कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में अपनी अहम भूमिका निभाई। धन्यवाद।